Good morning. I'm probably going to share with you a verse that I have shared before. Sometimes I ask Russ here, who does all the tech stuff, I'll say, have I done a words of hope about this? And as the days and the months and the weeks and the years have gone by, it's like, yeah, but that might have been 17 months ago, so give it another shot. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. I remember I took a really nice picture of the Arizona desert at sunset, and I framed it, and I wrote that at the bottom, and I gave it to the owner of this dude ranch out in Arizona, and she put it on the wall at the dude ranch, Flying E. That was Vi Wellick, wonderful person. A lot of ways she was a mentor to me, somebody who believed in me long before I ever believed in myself, and she saw gifts and talents in me. I recognize that now. I didn't recognize it at the time. But anyway, be still and know that I am God. I think a lot of us like that verse. It's just a good one. But I read something by Philip Yancey in Grace Notes that just, wow, I've been talking to Heidi about it, so I just figure I'll just talk to everybody about it. So the Latin for be still, the imperative, is to vacate. Vacate. Just get out of the way. Get out of here. Go on a vacation or a staycation. But be still and know that God's God. Here's the beauty of the whole thing. God invites us to take a vacation, to take a holiday. He'll be God. We don't have to. Let's go back to the Garden of Eden, and then we'll come back to them again. But Adam and Eve, what was their original sin? We can call it pride, we can call it disobedience, but they decided they were going to be God. And they literally gave into the temptation that the serpent gave them, that if you eat of the fruit from this tree, then you'll be like God. And they're like, yeah, well, that sounds good to me. Do you know, I know a lot of people who think they're God. And I look at one in the mirror way too often where I think I'm in charge. So prayer is an invitation for me to slow down, take all of my agendas and everything else and just say, God, let me put these aside. What is it that you want? What do you want to do? How did Jesus teach us to pray? Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Not Paul's kingdom come, Paul's will be done. You take a look at it in Scripture. So that's the original sin, was we're trying to be God. It's been said that God created us in His image, and we've been trying to return the favor ever since, recreating Him in our image. But the reality is that so many people don't even realize it, that they're playing God. There's so many ways that it plays out. But throughout Scripture, God invites us to take a break. He invites us to sleep every night. You take yourself seriously, right? But every night you just lay down on your pillow, on your bed, and maybe it's for 4.5 hours, maybe it's for 9.5 hours. But you're in la la land. You're dreaming, your mind is just going a million different directions. You got a little drool coming out of your mouth. Are you really God? Are you really in charge of everything when you're doing that? I would think not. The Bible tells us that God never sleeps nor slumbers. He doesn't take a break like that. He doesn't need to. But we do. Why? Because we're not God. We try sometimes, but we don't fool Him. So He says, be still, know that I am God. Let God be God. Climb down from your executive control throne. Adam and Eve, Tower of Babel. You can just keep going through Nebuchadnezzar. All these people who thought they were God. Shirley MacLaine. All these people think that they're God. But today, I invite you to take a look at your own life and just realize how many ways you think the weight of the world is on your shoulders. And then when it comes to prayer, that you've got to pray the perfect prayer and you got to say it just right. You know what? I was talking to Heidi about it the other night. I read this the other day and I thought, you know what? I can trust God. I can trust Him to do what He alone can do. I'm going to let Him be God, and I'm just going to be Paul. I invite you to make the same decision. Have a great day.